Oh, hey everyone, how's it going? Thank you for coming to my quiz. Here it is. My face is ready, my face is here, ready for another quiz. Change of scenery this time. I got kicked out the living room. Thank you, VTech. I am also a part-time model as well as part-time quiz master. So, thanks Code again. I've got some sorted out questions on my headphones are rubbish. I'm gonna just give it a few seconds, wait for the latecomers to arrive because, you know, everyone's in a rush these days. So as you saw, all the rounds are back. Changed a couple things here and there. Made a lovely new picture for you to see at the beginning. If everyone can let me know if the music's alright, if you can hear me. Yeah, it is a little bit like the Harry Potter cupboard. Thank you, George. This is my abode while I'm currently staying with the family, with my mum and dad. Maybe if you win, I might show you. Who is that? May I ask who Stately Home is? They want to see some of this skin, which is, now let's say, very tan. Been enjoying the good weather in mum and dad's garden. They're currently not watching. They're doing a different quiz, which is kind of them. No, they've been great. If they are watching, thank you, Mum and Dad, for putting me up for this lockdown. Only 2.5 weeks ago, we know so far, and then I'll be back in the old Brizzle. This is a New Zealand Pale Ale. I can't remember which brewery. I bought it from like a local place in Southampton. So, you know, it's pretty nice. Got some more lined up over here because I drank like 3 pints last time. Anyone else drinking anything lovely? Oh yeah, it could be Leo. Stately Home could be Leo. You're right, George. So I went for YouTube this time. Thank you, Craig. My parents are the bomb. If you joined last week, or what was it, Saturday, wasn't it? If you joined and you saw how much they helped make this quiz, I tried to keep it secret from them because they wanted to watch this time. So we'll see what happens. But you know, the movie round had to come back, didn't it? So I'll give it just a couple more minutes, and then we're rock and roll. So if you want, we've got some lager. Tim King's drinking some lager. Very glad to hear. What was it? Pub crawl is in order when we are out of this. Be it Bristol, be it London, be it New Cross, baby. We'll do that. Hello, Carmen. Thanks for coming. Oh, on the Merlot. I forgot. Oh, Sam Davey on the Merlot, baby. Very, very nice. So we can, if you want to, we can play a drinking game. Anytime I shout drink, take a good sip of your drink. Take a good gulp. Or if you want to play a game that will probably get you drunk, you can drink when I drink. That's the game. So either when I shout drink, have a big gulp. It's Wednesday, Wasted Wednesdays. It's time for the quiz. Or every time I drink, you drink. Sounds good to me. Right, how are we doing? So if you can't comment on YouTube, I went for YouTube this time to see if it was more fun, see if it worked better. But you can always just message me on Messenger, Facebook me, because, you know, most of you know who I am. I don't think there's anyone here who doesn't, but thank you if you are here. Drink, drink, drink. Yes, that's right, Gemma. AF Tom Morris. I know some people have, you know, other responsibilities, but I don't. So that's why I'm getting drunk on a Wednesday, hosting a quiz from my makeshift bedroom. Right, let me know if you're ready to start this evening's quiz, because I'm ready. Just need to know if you guys are ready, and we'll rock and roll. This is my bed, Craig. What's in my cupboard? This isn't a cupboard. This is a boudoir. This is my my house. This is where the magic happens, where I sleep by myself every evening. But there's all sorts. Old pictures up there, books behind me, my TV station's just here. You can't really see, but you know, it's there. Got some old friends from last week also in here, so plenty of those. Probably see some of those guys pop up throughout the quiz, maybe, if I can be bothered. Hey, Sam Weston, drinking cider. I'll get you drunk once and I'll do it again. Right, let's do this. It's the window ledge, Tom Morris. This is not a shelf. This is a window ledge. As you can see, there's not a lot of space in this room, so I've had to improvise everything. I've got my own lighting though, you know, camera and sound and everything, so we're all good. So, general knowledge. First round, very, very simple.
Perfect.
I'll ask a question. We need an answer. There'll be 10 questions. Just tell me what the answer is, people. Right? Let's do it. So, question 1. This is for everyone in the room that I can see so far. So, question 1. 1.5 litres of champagne is known as a what? What cat? What? Tom Morris. That was the cat. What cat are you on about? And as question 1 again. 1.5 litres of champagne is a what? I'll quickly do question 2 and then I'll just let you know what Craig said, because I like that one. So, question 2. In alphabetical order, name the 3 particles that make up an atom. So, thank you, Craig, for this great joke, by the way. So, for everyone else, what do you call a really cool window? Window ledge. Cracking joke, Craig. Alright, so number 2 again. In alphabetical order, name the 3 particles that make up an atom. And we'll move on to question 3. Oh, your cat, Tom Morris. Tom Morris, I'm going to send some pictures of a cat. I might even be able to get them up here somehow. Technology. But question 3, who wrote Auld Lang Syne? So question 3 again, who wrote Auld Lang Syne? Lang Syne, sorry, I keep not saying it properly. There you are. See, pretty straightforward as of yet. So let's move on to our question 4. What is signalled when a ship hoists the blue Peter flag? So, seems we all know Blue Peter. But what is signalled when a ship hoists the blue Peter flag? Drink. Sorry, VTech. 1.5 litre champagne is correct, not enough. but that is not the answer I'm looking for. And well done for everyone for keeping the answers out of the comments. We don't want that. We just want to write it all down. I'd still, once again, haven't worked out how many points are in this quiz this week. So, but we'll just see who gets the highest points. Sounds like fun. Right, question 5. In the game of golf, a condor is how many under a par for a hole? Sports one. Didn't have any sports last week apparently, so I've thrown in a few. Not too much though. So question 5 again. In the game of golf, a condor is how many under par for a hole? And question 6. Who was the first president of France's Fifth Republic? Some politics now as well. So question 6 again. Who was the first president of France's Fifth Republic? So I can keep looking down here because that's where my phone is. Alright, and let's move on. Question 7. No, more politics. Which Prime Minister first introduced income tax in Britain? So question 7 again. Which Prime Minister first introduced income tax in Britain? And moving swiftly on. Number 8. What is the surname? I've written that wrong, haven't I? What is the surname of Batman's butler? It was quite late when I was writing these questions, so you have to forgive me. Let's see if I can fix that. Boom, there we are. So question 8, what is the surname of Batman's butler? I tried to not have any mistakes this week, but I'm obviously clearly incapable of doing it. Right, question 9. Earth, ceramic, gas and masonry are all types of what? Oh, I drank. Did everyone see I drank? Have a drink. Probably do a break as well. Thank you, Mary Hunt, for saying that last week because completely forgot. So we'll do a break after top 5. Yeah, after top 5. So question 9 again. Earth, ceramic, gas and masonry are all types of what? Last question for this one. Emu eggs are what colour? So question 10. Emu eggs are what colour? Right, I think that's quite enough of that, isn't it? I think we'll bloody move on to round 2. Oh, famous round here of my invention is Guess the Rapper. Thank you for doing this last week. I'm going to do it again this week. I was going to change it. I was going to make it just celebrities, personalities in general. So if you'd rather see that next week rather than Guess the Rapper, or next time I do this, just let me know and I'll probably change it. But anyway, so for those who weren't here last week, I'm going to give you 3 clues to a rapper. I just need to know who that rapper is. So if you just give me a thumbs up, I'm ready, we'll rock and roll. Can we see it? Oh, look at that pussycat. Thank you, Tom Morris. What's it got its head in? No more rappers. Alright, George, you're number 1. If I get like 3 comments, I'll do it. Anyway, let's do this. Oh, wrong one. No, I know. I had to think of some rappers that people might be able to guess still this week. But here's rapper number 1. Played Ford Prefect in the feature film of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So there's the first clue. Played Ford Prefect in the feature film of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So, clue number 2. He's half of the rap duo, obviously, Black Star. So, I'm not sure what that... No, you definitely... Well, unless Georgie specific... Sorry. So George and Georgie are playing together at home. If Georgie tells me that she doesn't want to do the rappers as well, that might count as 2. Cheers. And then clue number 3. Nate Dogg and Pharoah Monch featured on his hit Oh No. Yeah, see? Good clues. So there's your 3 clues for rapper number 1. And so we'll move on to rapper number 2. First clue coming up. Starred in TV shows In the House and NCIS. So he starred in TV shows In the House and NCIS. Right, second clue. Famously rapped the line, "Don't call it a comeback." Almost got really excited about that one, did I? But brought myself back. So clue number 2, famously rapped the line, "Don't call it a comeback." And the final clue for this rapper, his real name is James Todd Smith. So there you are, last clue for the second rapper. His real name is James Todd Smith. And then I suppose we'll move on to rapper number 3. So clue number 1. In 2010 released his first solo album, Sir Luscious Left Foot, the son of Chico Dusty. So in 2010 released his first solo album, Sir Luscious Left Foot, the son of Chico Dusty. Second clue. He is a registered Pitbull and French Bulldog breeder. I'll give you a little help with that. If you've ever seen 2 Chainz and Vice's Most Expensivest, you might remember. And then the last clue for this rapper. One half of legendary group Outkast. That should help, hopefully. Well, if you know you got their names, you got a 50-50 chance there. So there you are, rapper number 3. All done. And we'll move on to rapper number 4. So first clue here. First gained attention through his wicked Skankman freestyle series. So first clue of rapper number 4. First gained attention through his wicked Skankman freestyle series. Ready for the second clue? Alright, give myself a job here, haven't I? So his real name is Michael Ebenezer Kwadwo Omorari Owo Jr. This is why I put the questions on the screen, like I've said before. So his real name is Michael Ebenezer Kwadwo Omorari Owo. I did find out how to say the middle name, but I've forgotten. Awful. And so the final clue for rapper number 4, he was born in Croydon, London. So that was the last clue for rapper number 4. He was born in Croydon, London. Leaving us 1 rapper left. So let's do it. Clue number 1. He was a founding member of the Beastie Boys. This quiz can't help but be a reflection of myself, so I'm sorry. Drink. Clue number 2. His real name is Adam Yauch. So, simple clues here. his real name is Adam Yauch. And then the final clue for this rapper. Oh God! Look at the terrible grammar there. So he had an alter ego known as Nathaniel Hornblower. I couldn't work out how to do umlauts, but there should be little umlauts above Hornblower on the first O. But you know, I can just tell you instead. Right, so that's all our rappers. Hopefully you got some of them, couple of them, all of them would be fantastic. And like I said, I'm flexible on the guess the rap around, unbelievably. I think in my old age I don't care quite as much as I used to. But that's it. That's our last rapper. Whoop. And then we'll wrap that one up and move on to round 3. I'm sorry about the horrible music adjustments. I haven't worked out how to do it well without fading and taking ages. I thought we could just all deal with it for a second. So, round 3, math trivia. I heard it's a favourite for a Georgie who is maybe watching at the moment. So what's going to happen in this round, I'm going to give you 2 bits of information, or 2 questions, and they will give you a number. And then you're going to have to do, what's the word, an equation to work out the answer. It'll be much easier to understand once I put it on the screen. So it'll be 2 bits of information, and it'll be this plus this equals what? Or times or divide, whatever it may be. I'll give you a heads up. You might want to get your calculator on your phone ready, or you might be able to do it with pen and paper, because a couple of them are a bit tricky, but we'll see what happens. So someone send me a thumbs up, we're ready, and we can start round 3. Definitely didn't spill my drink. But I've forgotten who Keepy Eyes are again. Oh, Sam Dodo. No. Oh, Sam Dodo, you're gonna enjoy math trivia. Right. I assume we're ready then. So, question 1. How many hearts an octopus has times or multiplied by the amount of stomachs a cow has? So you see what you have to do, right? How many hearts an octopus has multiplied by the amount of stomachs a cow has? Yeah? So, we'll do question 2. The amount of episodes, oh, I've done it again, look at me, of Fawlty Towers, added by, or the addition of, the amount of series of Friends. Tim King, have you got this? Do you understand what we're doing? So, there's... Yes, Tim King, I know you were an artist, but you should know what maths is. It's quite simple. As long as you know the facts, I guess. So, question 2, the amount of episodes of Fawlty Towers added by the amount of series of Friends. And we'll roll on to question 3. Oh God. Question 3. How many days until Christmas divided by the number of the Apollo mission that was the subject of a 1990 film directed by Ron Howard? You know, it flips maths up. We're going to make maths very wordy rather than, you know, numbers and that. So question 3. How many days until Christmas divided by the number of the Apollo mission that was the subject of a 1995 by Ron Howard. I got a couple of more of these to go. I think they're quite fun. So let's move on to question 4. Oh, there we are. So a little bit more sports chucked in here. So that's the amount of teams that play a season of the Premier League multiplied by the year the Spice Girls reached number 1 with Wannabe. So this one I'm going to give you a bit of time. This one you might need a calculator. I did warn you. So I'll read it out again. The amount of teams that play a season of the Premier League multiplied by the year the Spice Girls reached number 1, jeez, with Wannabe. And like I said, you can use a calculator. If you can do long multiplication, do it. But if you know the answers to both facts, you can do it. So, I've been told to slow down slightly. If you need me to, the questions 1 to 3. Stately Home, give me a shout if you want to see them again. But what I can do is I'll do question 5, put it up on the screen, because that's going to take people a little sec, and then I can bring them up again if you need. All right. So question 5, 10 to the power of 8 for our first fact, divided by the amount of shades of grey there are in the book written by E.L. James. So there's number 5. I'll leave those up on the screen for a sec. But do let me know if you need anything repeated again. Anything at all. We can go back to any round. I am easy, bruv. Super easy. So there you are. 10 to the power of 8 is divided by, isn't it? Divided by the amount of shades of grey that are in the book written by E.L. James. Alright, cool. Well, Stately Home. Who is Stately Home? Sorry, I'm terrible at remembering stuff. What I'll do is I'll leave these up for just a sec longer, and then we'll go back to 1 to 3 for a couple secs, and then we'll roll on with top 5. We'll have a little break after that, alright? So there you are, brought them back up. Have a read of those, and I'll give you 2 minutes. Well, no, that seems like a long time. Until I get bored of looking at them. I hope everyone is respecting the rules. This is the Rude News Quiz, where we get drank. Oh yeah, sorry Leo, how could I forget it was you? Right, I think that's enough of that, don't you? So we'll move on to the next round. Last week connections, this week top 5. So this question's got 2 parts. I'm going to ask you 1 question, and it's going to have 5 answers, and I want answers top to bottom from highest to lowest. And there's going to be 2 of these questions. Once again, it will be pretty simple once you see the question. I guess I'll show it to you now. So, I'm going to have a break after this so you can really think on it. What I want to know is, what are the 5 longest bones in the human body? Oh, I forgot to put this. Oh no, that one. This is round 4. Oh, I didn't change the bit, did I? So I got a little excited. So There you are, round 4, top 5. The 5 longest bones in the human body. So there you are, there's going to be obviously 5 answers, and I need the longest first to the 5th longest. And then, second part of this round, I want the countries, 5 top countries, top 5 countries with the most active volcanoes. So, you're going to have question 1, A, B, C, D, and E. Yeah. And then, same for question 2. So, I need 5 answers for both of those questions, yeah? Now, how's everyone getting on? I feel, does anyone, we'll just have a few. Yeah, I know, I went a bit overboard in the master round. I just thought it was really funny. So, the answer to question 4 is ridiculous, by the way. So, well, the question's ridiculous, but I thought it was funny, and it's my quiz, so I can do what I want. But you know, that's what you got calculators for. In fact, actually, I think it broke my calculator. But if you can shorten it, you get the same principle. Oh, I'm really sorry, guys. It's hard to pace. So I've been another comment to slow down. It's really hard to pace yourself when you're just sitting in a room with headphones on, talking to a screen. This is a good chance. Gonna give you all 5 minutes or so. Does anyone want anything repeated at all? I'm tempted to. We'll talk about it at the end. I'll talk about it at the end. But if we go back to Facebook, I feel like more people were commenting, which makes me feel, you know, more at ease. So anyone need anything repeated, just let me know. Miss you too, Carmen. Where do you live now? I don't even. Edinburgh, right? Oh, is the chat dead? No, what? Right. Well, what I can quickly do, because I'm smart, is I'll just quickly flash them all up. We start again at 7 past, and we'll just. Everyone can have a little break, a little breather. Go have a wee. 7 past, we'll start again. And I'll quickly just bring them all up. I won't repeat them, because that's a pain. Gemma, that's lovely emojis, but I'm not really sure what any of them mean. Oh, see, you got me all messed up now. Boom. So there you are. If you need to read them again, I'll flash them up on the screen for 10, 15 seconds. I'll try and shut the music up as well. But it's going to be difficult. So there you are. Perfect. Boom. There's round 1 again, guys. I hope you're paying attention. If you need to see those again. And we'll quickly do Guess the Rapper again. So, there's rapper 1. Wrapper 2. Wrapper 3. Wrapper 4. And wrapper 5. Oh. Right, here's our maths again. Once again, I apologise for the jumpiness. So there you are. It's question 1, 2, 3. I might have gone slightly overboard with the maths, but you know, drink. So if you don't get some of these right, I don't blame you. I just couldn't resist some of them. They were funny. And then here's the 4 and 5 again. Leo, I can't pronounce that name, that's the problem. So there we are, top 5. And here they are again. So like I said, I need the top 5 answers. So the longest to the 5th longest, and then the country with the most active volcanoes, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. You get it. Tim King says this is ridiculous. Have I made it too hard? Have I made it too hard, everyone? See, there's some knowledge there. There's definitely some guessing to be had. So, it has become to 7 past. Tim King, I'm looking at you. Tell me what's ridiculous, and are you ready for the second half of this quiz? Tom Morris just says bones. I'm not sure what you mean, bro. Oh, bones. Yeah, what? It did say bones, didn't it? Yes, it did. Good. It's going to be a bit more, you know, easier. It's easier than last time. Okay, fair. Like, you know, if you know the answer, it's always easy. Right, it's officially 8 minutes past. Oh, maths is ridiculous, Tim King. Okay, that makes sense. I can't really help with that, mate. So, let's rock and roll. We will move on to round 5, the picture round. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So you guys don't even know. There's a theme for this round's picture round. It's food, and it's food again. Not desserts this time, but it's cheeses. So I was not just surprised, but overwhelmed by how many cheeses there are. So there's not 8 this round in the picture round, there's 10 pictures. And I'm going to show you 10 pictures of cheeses. I just want to know what that cheese is. What is that cheese? Simple. No maths. Just cheese knowledge. So, once again, just tell me what that cheese is. So guys, here's your first cheese. Oh, ha! What's that cheese? So, it's a couple seconds on there. What's that cheese? I'll get it right. What's that cheese? So that's number 1. Oh, Mary, did you see that cheese? I'll do a roundup at the end. So when I get to the last question, last cheese, just tell me what cheeses you want to see again, and we'll go back, alright? So, second cheese. What's that cheese? What is that? What is that cheese? What is that cheese? Honestly. What is that cheese? Right, cheese number 3. What's that cheese? These are better. Georgie says she hates the pics again. These are better pictures than the desserts. I agree, last week some of the desserts were suspect. But this week, look at that cheese. You know what that is. Tell me what it is. What's that cheese? Number 4. What's that cheese? Yeah, well, they're not all going to be easy. Georgie's complaining about what that cheese is, but that's the name of the round. Well, it's the picture quiz, but what is that cheese? That cheese. I like the pointing a bit too much, but what is that cheese? What is that? Just, what is that? We'll move on to the 5th cheese. Oh, what's that cheese? What is that? I imagine some of you doing this. What is that cheese? You've got to tell me. Cheeses do you know what? Cheese does look gross, George and Georgie, but usually delicious. I mean, I don't think the first one might be delicious, but that looks. I reckon that cheese there is delicious. So that's cheese number 5. Cheese number 6. What is that cheese? What is that? Tell me. What is that? What cheese is that? I'm really sorry. I just. What cheese is that? You tell me. Cheers. So cheese number 7. Oh, Carmen hates cheese. And you're allergic to cheese, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong. But they are. That's number 7. Even if you're allergic, you're not allergic to the picture. So, cheese number 8. Ooh. Oh, interesting. What's that? What cheese is that? What cheese is that? You tell me. So I hate myself so much right now. Pick number 9. What cheese is that? Someone tell me. Well, write it down. Write it down. What cheese is that? So, if anyone's got any requests for any cheeses to be repeated, here's cheese number 10. Last cheese of the picture round. Just tell me what cheese is that. Easy. So please send your... They can almost smell the cheese through the screen, guys. That's how good the pictures are, Georgie. Thank you. Right. Any cheeses, anyone want to see them again? Just message me, send it. Because otherwise, you're not going to see them again. Any cheeses again, anyone? I've got a request for number 5 here. There you are, number 5. Oh, another request for 6 and 7. So there was number 5 for you. Number 6. What is that? What is that cheese? Write it down. You'll find out. Oh my god, everyone wants the cheeses all over again. So there's number 6 for Craig. And number 7 as well for Craig. I mean, that picture's not the best. But you should be able to get that one. Oh, I see. We need some 3 and 8 comparison. That's fair. I'll give you that. Some bread and cheese, Tom Morris would go dandy right now. I think I might go downstairs and have some bloody cheese after this. Right, we couldn't do number 1 for Gemma. There you are, Gemma. That's a gross cheese for sure. What's that cheese? Just say what you see. Right, so number 2 was this one, Georgie. Yeah, what is that? Do you know what? I'm not even sure. It looks like it's come out of a tub. But right, here we are. This seems like a contention point for everyone. So, do you mean 4? Surely you mean 4. So this is number 3. And this is number 8. So I'm going to just bring up 4 because I think 4 is what you mean. So there's number 8. And there's number 4. So there's 4. Because this is tricky. I'm going to admit this is tricky. So there's 4. There's 8. But what cheeses are they? And then after this I'm done. I'm moving on to the next round because I'm sick of looking at cheese. I'm sure a lot of people are. When I say a lot, probably the 15 to 20 people watching this. Right, there you are. Number 4's gone. Number 8's back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're sick of that. So thank you for dealing with all the cheeses there, guys. We're going to move on to round 6. Music from the 90s. Feel like that's all a good shout for everybody. So I think we just got 5 questions. Just 5 questions about music from the 90s. Just tell me what the answer is. Simple as that. Cheesed off Gemma. Another classic joke. George, shit, drink, by the way. Crap, I didn't use a break to get myself another drink. I know what to do. Right, anyway, we'll get through this round and then we'll be fine. So, question 1. One of my favourite questions of this whole quiz. Paul Marazzi, Christian Ingebrigtsen, Mark Reed and Ben Adams were the members of which band boy formed in 1998? I don't want to give anyone special treatment, but shout out to Craig Alexander on this one. Okay, so question 1. Paul Marazzi, Christian Ingebrigtsen, Mark Reed and Ben Adams were the members of which boy band formed in 1998? Yeah? That's a toughie but a goodie, as they say, as quizmasters say, which apparently I have become over the last few years. Right, number 2. Who had a hit with Drop Dead Gorgeous? So that's question 2. Who had a hit with Drop Dead Gorgeous? sure many of you are singing it right now. And that one is another shout out. I guess I can do a shout out for every question this round. That would be kind of fair. Kelly and David, I'm looking at you. So Tom Morris, thank you for this comment. Beautiful. His friend's ex is Ben Adams' half sister, and the answer is you can't have an extra point. That's not how quizzes work. Just love that. Just love that. We'll talk about it later. We're talking about it later. So question 3. Oh, I've absolutely ruined that. Question 3. Which song was first released by Robson Jerome and then again 2 years later by the Three Tenors? Little fact, obviously both release dates were in the 90s and Robson Jerome got to #1 with it. But that would take up so much of the screen that I couldn't be bothered to write it. Drink. So there you are. Question 3 again. Which song was first released by Robson Jerome and then again 2 years later by the Three Tenors? And I think on that note we shall move forward to question 4. This is an interesting one. My dad knows the answer to this because neither did his help. But which 1998 hit for 911 was a cover of a 70s hit by the Bee Gees and Tavares? Tavares. Once again, this is why they are on the screen. So, you know 90s had to be about pop. 90s music is too pop. So, question 4 again. Which 1988 hit for 911 was a cover of the 70s hit by the Bee Gees and Tavares? Tavares. I'm not sure many people will know who they are, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, last question of this round, people. Love this one. What is the first line of Robbie Williams' hit, Angels? So, it's on the tip of your tongue. John. Oh, I didn't know you were here, John. Hello, John. When I say the first, do you mean... I know, I mean, what I mean by that question is, Robson Jerome, is that they released it, then the Three Tenors released it. So they weren't necessarily the first people to ever release that song, and then the Three Tenors released it 2 years later. As lots of people may know, I forgot which finger was which. As lots of people may know, Robson Jerome did a lot of covers. So I've given a lot of clues for this round, but you know, you need some clues for some of them. So what was a hit for Robson Jerome, and then what was a hit for the Three Tenors? Got question 4 there. Bee Gees and Tavares covered by 911. And finally, question 5. What is the first line of Angels? And I can't wait to sing it during the answers. Alright, so that's the music round all done. And, which means, guys, you know what this means. We're on to the final round. And if you may know, which you probably do, the final round is the movie round. So once again, I want to thank my parents for letting me stay here for the lockdown. And for participating. And just look out for the cameo by my nan in this one, alright? So here we are, guys. I hope we'll do a little roundup of this, make sure everyone's ready for the answers, give a little bit of time, and we'll just get ready for the movie round. Oh yeah, I should really some people didn't see this last week. I just spent a lot of time doing this. So I'm going to show you a clip. Some of them have got pictures, some of them are clips. I just need you, there's 5 of them, I just need you to name that film. Simple as that. So 5 films coming up, either pictures or movie clips. It's a bit of a homage to these films, just like last week. And just sit back, relax and name those films.
Perfect.
Yeah, sorry, I had to turn the mic off for that round, otherwise you can just hear me laughing. Right, we're getting a bunch of... All I said was, thanks to my parents for helping me out with that. I really enjoyed doing it. We were trying to be more elaborate, and some of it paid off, some of it didn't. Now, we're getting requests for it again, especially number 5. It was a bit laggy. It's also well shaky because, you know, I'm no friggin' cameraman. So, well, I will play it again because why not? It's funny, right? This is how I'm spending my days now. Forcing my family to recreate films. So I'll show it again. Hopefully number 5 will not be laggy this time. And then we'll go for it again. Alright, so here it is. The masterpiece, the dramatic beautifulness of the movie rounds. But it's still looking a bit laggy, isn't it? Oh no. I'll be sorry guys, I'm just trying to make the video work, hopefully. Because I can see the problem, it's very laggy, isn't it? I may be able to fix this. Hopefully. Because that was the one, put some work into that one. Put some direction, had to give some, you know, direction on that one. So let me know guys if you had it, if it was alright then. Okay, so it looks like it was worse. What I might be able to do is quickly just play number 5. Give me a shout. What we'll do is we'll play a drinking game. It's called Drink. Sorry guys about all the Wi-Fi thing, you know, it's not ideal. But yes, Mary says I think Facebook Live was better. I think it was as well. I was also downstairs with I don't know how much that works, but everyone managed to comment last week, so I think I might go back to Facebook for the next one, guys. But, you know, easy peasy. I just thought, you know, YouTube was the streaming video platform. But anyway, I was meant to say, if everyone's ready to rock and roll, we'll do some answers. If not, I can play certain clips again if necessary. That's uploading it beforehand is boring. Right, I'm still seeing a lot of lag, guys. In fact, I'll be right back. Look, we'll be done in 10 minutes. Sorry guys, I'm back. Right. Sorry it's not been as quite as fluid as last week if you're watching last week. But to hell with it. Let's see what we're doing. Let's do some answers, shall we? So, time for some answers. So, here's round 1, guys. We'll keep it short and sweet. No point repeating absolutely everything, otherwise we'll be here for another hour, which nobody wants. So, the answer to question 1 was a Magnum, 1.5 litres, be it champagne, be it any wine. George and Geordie, I'm not doing it on Twitch, I'm not a gamer. So, question 1 was Magnum. That's the answer anyway. So, question 2, electron, neutron, and proton. In alphabetical order, please. I mean, that's not too difficult. Just a little thing to add in there. Number 3 is Robert Byrne, wrote Auld Lang Syne. So number 3, Robert Byrne. Number 4, the Blue Peter flag means we are set to sail. The boat is ready to sail. So number 4 means we are set to sail. Well, thanks, Timmy. Do you know what? That was my benchmark. I was like, as long as I'm better than Gogglebox, to hell with it. So, question number 5, the answer was 4. the question was something or other. So, question 5, the answer was 4. Number 6, Charles de Gaulle was the first president of the Fifth Republic. Obviously, that's just after the Second World War, a little bit after. But question 6, the answer is 4. Charles de Gaulle. Number 7, William Pitt the Younger introduced income tax, so he's to thank. So William Pitt the Younger is the answer to question 7. Question 8, the answer is Pennyworth. Alfred Pennyworth, so Batman's butler, Alfred Pennyworth. Number 9, they were all types of oven. So it's number 9, they were all types of oven. And number 10, finally, emu eggs are green. So number 10, the answer is green. So emu eggs are green. So hopefully you got some right. They're not all easy, weren't all difficult, but you know, is what it is. So round 2. These are the rappers, the mighty rappers. You just get 1 point for our electrons, neutrons, and blah blah blah. So just 1 point. I'm afraid, Carmen, you don't get half a point for Charles. I need his first full name, because there's been a lot of Charles throughout our history, and I imagine French history. So we were looking for the full name. So here are your rappers. Rapper 1, Mos Def, Yazin Bey. I'll accept either of his names. He changed his name. I can't remember when. So rapper 1, Mos Def or Yazin Bey. Number 2 was from my dad. Not even watching. Thanks, Dad. Was LL Cool J. One of the only rappers he knows, apparently. Drink. Big Boo. God, I have to get a little bit more. Double check my work. I got Dad to check my double work last week. So number 3 was Big Boy. Obviously half of Outkast. Big Boy and Andre 3000. So rapper number 3, Big Boy. Rapper number 4, from Croydon, Skengnan Freestyles. His full name, which is I struggled with, was of course Stormzy. And rapper number 5, MCA. Rest in peace. My favourite Beastie Boy, if not one of my favourite just people. So there you are. So there's around answers to round 2, guess the rapper, and we'll roll on to round number 3. Here, I agree, this got a little bit out of hand, but they're the answers. It started off easy and then got ridiculous. I apologise. Maybe I should spend a little bit longer on these questions. But question number 1. An octopus has 3 hearts and a cow has 4 stomachs. So giving our answer number 12. So there are 12 episodes of Fawlty Towers and 10 series of Friends, which gives us 22 when you add them together. Easy peasy. 19, I can't remember this one. Oh, it was something. Oh, so there's 247 days left till Christmas, if I'm not mistaken. And if you divide that by 13, you actually get 19. So very well done to anyone who got that. I thought I'd make it more difficult. I might have made it too difficult. Let me know if it is. Let me know how you did in this round, because it got a bit out of hand. So the Spice Girls got to number 1 in 1996 or 95, I can't remember off the top of my head. And then if you times that by whatever the other part of the question was, that's your answer. 39,920. And finally, we go on to question 5. 10 to the power 8 is 10 billion. And then if you divide that by, it's 20, isn't it? You get 2 million. So So there you are. There's your answer. Sorry, it looks like we're having connection issues again. I'm really sorry. What I'm going to do is see if making this smaller helps. So we'll do that there. As far as I can tell, you can all see the answers. So if you can't hear me, well, there's your answers for you. And then we'll move on to round 4. Oh, cheeses! Guess the cheeses. So there you are. All of the cheeses I showed there for you. Fair play, because difficult. I have to point the other way. They are number 4 and number 8 were definitely tricky ones. But they are number 1, pepper jack. Number 1, pepper jack. American horrible cheese with like peppers in it or something. It should look gross, sound gross. Number 2 was either known as Crescenzo or Stracchino, which is Italian cheese. Number 3 was called Swiss cheese or Holy. Number 4 was the Dorset Blue Vinny. The Dorset Blue Vinny. Number 5 was Agnello. Agnello? Why do I picked the questions this week? I've got no excuse. There you go. Number 5, just there for you guys. Number 6 was Limburger, which I had to pick because of Biker Mice from Mars. So number 6, Limburger there. Number 7 was of course Feta. Feta, nice and easy one there. And number 8 was a Danish Blue. So number 8 was Danish Blue. Fair play on those blue cheeses. Difficult to know exactly what they are from a picture there, but there you are. That's what they are. Number 9 was halloumi, of course, nice and grilled, delicious. And number 10 was parmesan. Which have I spelt right? It doesn't matter. I think I spelt it right. So here we are. There are the answers to round 4. Hopefully someone will let me know if the connection's that bad. And we'll move on to round 5. So there you are. So the longest bones in the body are the femur, fibula, humerus, tibia, and the ulna. So there we are. The femur, fibula, humerus, tibia, and ulna. And the second part of this one is our active volcanoes, which I really enjoyed as a question. I know it's difficult, and you probably had to guess, but there we are. So we got Indonesia, number 1. So you only get a point for these ones, by the way, if they're in order. So number 1's got to be number 1, number 2's got to be number 2, etc, etc. So the femur is the longest. Indonesia's got the most volcanoes. Yeah? And you only get a point if they're where they are. I know that's harsh. Emmental. Sorry, gentlemen, my chat disappeared, so it's just come back. So Emmental, does it count? No, I think that's a different cheese. George says he's using foul language, but just because you didn't get them right doesn't mean this is wrong. In fact, this is right. But there you are. So femur. These are answers to the top 5. I'm getting some debate on the cheeses. I should be a bit more selective in my picture choosing. Killer, you can have a point for that, because I don't know Italian. But it is Parmesan cheese. It's Parmesan cheese. So, can we just move on? This is getting, too much. Right, there we are. We'll move on to round 6. Our 90s music round. So, like I said, shout out to Craig Alexander. Question 1, the group I was looking for. Jeez, I didn't realise the cheese round was going to be so contentious. I should have guessed it would have been through the amount of cheeses that are in the world. So, Emmental, apparently, because I'm a generous quizmaster, and this is meant to be for fun, will get a point. Wikipedia and Google said it was Swiss cheese. I know, John. That's my brother-in-law, John Slater, and it's Slater, not Slater. Makes a very good point. Commonly known as Swiss cheese, but Emmental counts. Lucky there's some generous quizmaster, otherwise this would be over. Anyway, I'm trying to do 90s. Look, you got me all discombobulated. No, that way. It's the opposite way from last time. That's why it's only 2 here. So, question 1, A1. 1-on-1. That's the way we do it, baby. Question 2, the answer was Republica. Number 3, the Robson Jerome song. And the 3 tenors both sang You'll Never Walk Alone. More Than a Woman. No, it's not Tom Morris. My burn order is really correct. I'm moving on to the next round. So, yes, thank you, Craig. I know you'd appreciate that. You'll Never Walk Alone by Robson Jerome, 3 tenors. More Than a Woman to Me. Nailed it. Is the Bee Gees, Tevenels, and Narwhal 1. Everyone needs to calm down about cheese and start focusing on the rest of the quiz, guys. I sit and wait. Does an angel complete my fate? And so you could have written more for Robbie Williams, but that's all I needed. Just there. That's all I need. Right, cool. You guys have made this much more difficult than last week. And finally, we move on to the film round. Oh. I'm clearly never going to do cheese again because people need to simmer down. Right, so here's our films. Jesus Christ. Here they are. So, film number 1. I'm sure you got them all. It's hard to make this round hard because you've got to make it good, but it's always fun. So, film number 1 was Romeo and Juliet, obviously Baz Luhrmann's version. Film number 2, which I think is almost my favourite, just because of the stupid way we did it, Bill and Ted. Number 3 was obviously me as Eminem, obviously doing 8 Mile. Film 4 was Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. I've done the wrong episode, haven't I? Never mind. It's episode 5, not episode 6. It's Return of the Jedi. Star Wars is also acceptable, and everything. And then lastly, fantastically acted out by my father, was of course Planet of the Apes. So big shout out to my dad and my mum and my nan. If you did see her at the end, she's gonna be 90 in about 2 weeks. So, voice of an angel. I love to sing, and I love to sing for you guys. Thank you very much, George and Georgie. I've got a beautiful voice. But yeah, there's our films. So there we are, and that is the end of the quiz, guys. Like I said, shout out to my nan. She's going to be 90 on the 11th of May. So please add up your scores. Send me a message. Put it in the comments. Send it to me on Facebook. Put it somewhere. I'll see who wins, and I'll find out who had the highest score. Last week, I'm pretty sure it was Laura and Goosey. I know, everybody, I appreciate the delay, but I know, obviously, I know it was episode 5. Obviously, I know it was episode 5 because I bloody acted the thing out. And I did a pretty darn good job of Luke Skywalker, if you ask me. My dad, well, a lot of people, Craig, my other annoying friend, says, my dad is more handsome than Leonardo DiCaprio. And a lot of people say I look like my dad. So, you're welcome. Drink. Perfect. So, like I said, if you've got the score that's the highest that I end up seeing, I'll buy you a drink once the lockdown is over. 5 out of 5 for the. Now he's got a lot of compliments from my dad here. Now he's gone fully grey. He's got a bit of the Philip Schofield look going on. Well, you know, he might watch this, so I can't say too much more. But I'm very thankful that he acts out in these films. I'll happily keep making more films because it takes up my day. It's a lot of fun, and I know you guys think it's funny because it is. We've got some scores rolling in. Oh, big score there. Mary and Ben, 23. John, I assume it's just you, 19. Tim King, 20. Carmen, 29. Is that Sammy Dodo, 18. Gemma with the highest score at the moment, 36. 37 with Emmental. Oh, Tom Morris coming in late though with the 37 as well. Are we gonna have to do a tie break? George and Georgie unfortunately not doing so well. So anyway, that's our quiz, guys. Did I call it Return of the Jedi as well? No, it's Empire Strikes Back. I know this. I know Star Wars too well. Screw you, you only got 28 on my quiz. Getting some heat. It's getting a bit harsh in the comment zones over here, guys. Anyway, I hope you had fun. That's what it was all about. Having fun, drinking beer, answering stupid questions, watching me do stupid things, and literally wasting my time for your enjoyment. Drink. They're watching down. They do what, the kids? Sorry, that John Slater's my brother-in-law. Shout out, John. Lois is watching with my nieces. Anyway, we need to wrap up. It's gone on far too long. Although I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have too. I will do another one if 3 people ask me to do another one. If 3 people ask me to do another quiz, I will. And I'll try and get it done Saturday or Sunday. But if not, fair. I don't mind. I can find other ways to spend my time. And what I'll do is the same thing I did last week. Is we will finish tonight's quiz. So I, at the last second, I've got a comment for question 5 again. Tim King, do you mean of the movie round? And you're bloody welcome. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for listening to everything. And what I'll do is, and also I was going to see if people wanted to, I'm tempted to put the movie rounds just up on YouTube anyway, because there might be extended cuts of Planet of the Apes and Empire Strikes Back. So oh yeah, no, I'm not even sure they are watching, John. Well, that's that. Carmen, you need to calm down on the whole dad situation. He's very handsome, but you know. Anyway, you're all bloody welcome, and we're gonna roll out with the end of with the movie round again. See you soon.